Now to a rare look inside North Korea from Jeffrey Fowle, the American father and evangelist held captive for nearly 6 months. He's speaking out for the first time since his release, revealing the surprising way he was treated, his fears about never getting out, and why he left that Bible behind. ABC's Bob Woodruff has our Sunday Spotlight.
A homecoming in Ohio, nearly 6 months in the making. Jeffrey Fowle holding his 3 children for the first time since his release from detention in North Korea. Fowle had traveled to the isolated nation on a tourist visa and carrying a Bible. He'd come up with his own secret mission to leave the Bible in North Korea, even though his wife asked him not to do it.
I was motivated by the stories I had heard of the severe persecution of the underground Christian church there.
He was taken into state custody after he left the Bible in the bathroom of a club. The North Korean dictatorship prohibits religions not approved by the state.
2 guys came up and said, "Is this your Bible?" I said, "Yes." And they said, "Well, you'll come with us then."
What did you tell them you were doing with that Bible?
I admitted that I was going to leave it behind for hopefully a Christian to find.
And while North Korea is notorious for its brutality towards political prisoners, surprisingly, Fowle said his jail was a luxury hotel, Yanggakdo, which is where I have stayed at several times during my trips as a journalist.
How did they treat you physically?
Physically, I was not abused at all. I had 3 meals a day. And after I was there for about 2 weeks straight, that my interpreter would go out with me for about a 30 or 40-minute walk.
In July, Fowle spoke from his detention in North Korea, also known as the DPRK.
I apologize to the people, government of the United States, as well as to the people in government of the DPRK. It's a headache for them, too.
They wanted you to criticize the United States, the government, what we're doing to them.
That one statement in there did include the United States and its hostile stance against the DPRK.
Do you think the U.S. is hostile?
No.
So you had to say something you don't believe.
Yeah.
He is the 3rd American to be held by North Korea recently. Still in custody, Matthew Todd Miller and Kenneth Bay, a Christian missionary sentenced to 15 years hard labor for anti-state activities.
Why is it that you were let go and not Miller and Bay?
I ask that same question myself every day.
Back home outside Dayton, Fowle vows no more secret missions.
If you could do anything different, if you did this again, what would you do?
Stay home. Maybe. And I don't recommend doing this. I don't recommend anybody sneaking across the border with a sack full of Bibles or tracts or anything else.
His family is just glad to have him home again. For this week, Bob Woodruff, ABC News, Lebanon, Ohio.
Thanks to Bob for that. And now we honor our fellow Americans who serve and sacrifice. This week, the Pentagon announced the deaths of 2 service members supporting our operations in Iraq and Afghanistan. And we'll be back after this from our ABC stations. We will all be back here Tuesday night, full coverage of all the election results, as we said, online all night long from 7 to 2 a.m. with a primetime special across the whole network at 10 Eastern. That's all for us right now. Thanks for sharing part of your Sunday with us. Check out World News tonight, and I'll see you tomorrow on GMA.